Grain Weevil is a grain bin safety and management robot designed to do the work that no human should. The robot is a 2-auger, 2 motors and 2 gearboxes, pretty simple but very powerful machine that goes inside of a grain bin, operates on the surface of the grain, drives around on the top. That allows us to level grain bins by moving and inciting flow inside the grain bin, as well as use our augers to chew up and spread out crusts and clumps and anything that you might want to get rid of inside of a grain bin.
We were asked to build a robot to keep him and his family out of the grain bin. My son and I had never been in a grain bin before, so it was we were naive enough to say sure, no problem. Took on the challenge, started looking at different ways that the robot could move on the surface of the grain. Took us a few weekends, for a year, tinkering. Challenge is that moving an object through on grain is way harder than moving it on a hard surface. So the amount of power that it takes, the way it moves, the weight, the balance is all extremely important. So lots of different challenges in just building the robot. But I think the biggest challenge that we learned was all of the things that make it unsafe and unhealthy for a human being to go into the grain bin also makes it really, really, really challenging for an electronics mobile device like a robot to survive in a grain bin. Heat, dust, moisture, metal buildings, all of those things become challenges for electronics just like it is for the humans.
For the majority of the work right now, the robot is still remote controlled. So we have a camera system that we mount inside of the grain bin. It allows the operators to work from the truck or from a trailer inside, out of the sun, and staying safe out of the grain bin as well. And so we can do a lot of work like that right now, but we know that the goal in the future of this robot is full automation.
We were very fortunate to be able to participate in the American Farm Bureau Ag Innovation Challenge. And so we were able to go down there and we actually were able to win that contest. It was really, really unique for us because all of the innovations that they brought down there, all those finalists, had really, really, really cool products. It's the connections that we made, it's the relationships with all the different farm bureaus throughout the country now that were there, saw the product, want to keep helping us get that out and tell our story.
So Nebraska really is, it's right smack dab in the center of what we're trying to accomplish. And there's so many good resources in the state of Nebraska to help us along our journey, all the way from the beginning with the combine here in Nebraska, and farmers and all across the board, business support, patent law, everything that is required for a startup business. We've found help here right in the state. There's a lot of support for ag innovation in Nebraska, and if you look on our website, we're right there within 500 miles of 90% of the grain we're trying to have an impact on. So we're right here within a day's drive of almost all the work we're trying to do.
Our tagline says no boots in the grain. And our goal is to not only have no boots in the grain, but get to a point where there's zero entry into any grain storage facility. We really think that this can impact the quality of farmers' lives, the quality of the workers at all the co-ops and all the grain handling facilities. It's just a dirty, dangerous, and it's a nasty job. And that's why robots exist, to do tasks, do the work that no human should. That's what our mission is.